Change is a constant in our lives. It is an ever-present force that shapes our experiences and our destinies. It is therefore imperative that we apply stakeholder management from a change management perspective as the change impacts people. The change shapes who we are and what we do, influencing our decisions and actions on a daily basis. Whether it's in our personal lives or professional careers, change is inevitable. It is the one thing we can always count on. Embracing change can be challenging, but it is essential for growth. Without change, we remain stagnant, unable to evolve. In the professional world, change can lead to innovation and improvement. It opens doors to new opportunities and advancements. Companies that adapt to change can stay competitive. They can navigate the ever-shifting market landscape with agility and foresight. Those that resist change may fall behind. They risk becoming obsolete in a world that is constantly moving forward. A classic example of this scenario is Kodak, who was slow to adopt the digital camera capabilities. Therefore, managing change effectively is crucial. It requires strategic planning and a proactive approach. Stakeholder management plays a vital role in this process. Engaging stakeholders ensures that all voices are heard and considered. By involving the right people, we can ensure smoother transitions. Their insights and feedback can guide the change process. The power of stakeholder management lies in its ability to unite different perspectives. It fosters collaboration and consensus. Understanding and harnessing the power of stakeholders can make or break a change initiative. Their support is essential for success. This is how you identify, engage, and empower stakeholders to drive successful change. By doing so, we can navigate the complexities of change with confidence and clarity. Understanding stakeholders. Stakeholders are individuals or groups affected by or involved in a change initiative. They can be employees, customers, suppliers, or even the community. Each stakeholder has unique interests and concerns. Identifying stakeholders is the first step in stakeholder management. It's important to recognize everyone who has a stake in the change. This includes both internal and external parties. Stakeholders play various roles in change initiatives. Some may be decision makers, while others provide support or resources. Understanding these roles helps in planning and executing change effectively. Effective stakeholder management involves recognizing the influence and interest of each stakeholder. By doing so, we can tailor our approach to meet their needs and expectations. Stakeholder mapping. This is a process used to identify and analyze stakeholders. It is a crucial step in any project or change initiative. It helps in understanding their influence and interest in the change initiative. By doing so, you can tailor your communication and engagement strategies effectively. This process involves several steps, each designed to provide a comprehensive view of the stakeholder landscape. First, list all potential stakeholders. This includes anyone who might be affected by the change, directly or indirectly. This includes anyone who might be affected by the change. Consider both internal and external stakeholders. Next, categorize them based on their level of influence and interest. This step is essential for understanding the dynamics at play. This can be done using a simple matrix. The matrix helps in visualizing the stakeholders' positions. The matrix typically has 4 quadrants. High influence, high interest, high influence, low interest, low influence, high interest, and low influence, low interest, and low influence, low interest. Each quadrant helps in determining the level of engagement required. This helps in prioritizing stakeholders. Prioritization ensures that you focus your efforts where they are most needed. Mapping stakeholders provides a clear picture of who needs to be engaged. It highlights key players and their potential impact. It also helps in developing strategies to manage their expectations and concerns. Effective management of stakeholders can lead to smoother project execution. This step is crucial for successful stakeholder management. Engaging stakeholders appropriately can make or break your project. Relationship building. Building strong relationships with stakeholders is essential. It creates a foundation of trust and collaboration. Without strong relationships, managing change can become difficult. Start by communicating openly and honestly. Transparency helps in building trust. Share information about the change initiative and its impact. Be receptive to feedback and concerns. Regular interactions are also important. Schedule meetings, workshops, or informal gatherings. These interactions help in understanding stakeholder perspectives and fostering collaboration. Show appreciation for stakeholder contributions. Acknowledge their efforts and value their input. This reinforces the importance of their role in the change initiative. Building relationships takes time, but it is worth the effort. Empowering stakeholders. Empowering stakeholders is not just about informing stakeholders, but it involves giving them a voice and involving them in decision-making processes at every level. This creates a sense of ownership and commitment, fostering a collaborative environment. There are several ways to empower stakeholders effectively. Involve stakeholders in planning and implementation phases to ensure their perspectives are considered. Seek their input regularly and incorporate their ideas into the project. This not only improves the quality of the change initiative, but also significantly increases buy-in and support. Provide necessary resources and support to enable stakeholders to contribute effectively. This can include training sessions, access to information, or the tools needed to participate effectively. Empowered stakeholders are more likely to contribute positively and proactively. Encourage open communication channels. Create multiple channels for stakeholders to express their views and concerns freely. Addressing these concerns promptly builds trust and confidence among the team. Empowerment leads to a more engaged, motivated, and productive stakeholder group driving success. The role of communication. Communication is the backbone of stakeholder management. It ensures that everyone is on the same page. Effective communication involves clarity, consistency, and frequency. Start with a clear communication plan. Outline what information needs to be shared, with whom, and how often. This helps in maintaining a structured approach. Use multiple channels to communicate. This can include emails, meetings, newsletters, or social media. Different stakeholders may prefer different channels. Adapt your communication style to meet their preferences. Be consistent in your messages. Avoid mixed signals that can create confusion. Regular updates keep stakeholders informed and engaged. Effective communication fosters transparency and trust. Celebrating milestones. Celebrating milestones is an important aspect of managing change. It helps in maintaining motivation and recognizing achievements. Milestones can be small or large, but they all contribute to the overall success. Start by identifying key milestones in the change initiative. These can be project phases, targets, or significant achievements. Plan celebrations to mark these milestones. Involve stakeholders in the celebrations. This can be through events, awards, or public acknowledgements. Celebrating together strengthens the sense of community and shared purpose. Recognize individual and team contributions. Acknowledge the hard work and dedication of stakeholders. This boosts morale and encourages continued effort. Celebrating milestones keeps the momentum going and reinforces positive behavior. Here is real-life examples. Real-life examples illustrate the power of stakeholder management. One such example is the transformation of a tech company. The company faced declining sales and needed a significant change. The leadership team identified key stakeholders, including employees, customers, and suppliers. They mapped their influence and interests, developing tailored engagement strategies. Regular communication and involvement of stakeholders led to innovative solutions. Employees felt empowered and contributed valuable ideas. Customers provided feedback that shaped the new product offerings. The company celebrated milestones such as product launches and sales targets. These celebrations kept the team motivated and focused. As a result, the company successfully turned around its performance thanks to effective stakeholder management. Overcoming challenges. Managing stakeholders is not without challenges. Resistance to change is common. Addressing these challenges requires patience and strategic thinking. One challenge is managing conflicting interests. Different stakeholders may have different priorities. Balancing these interests requires careful negotiation and compromise. Another challenge is maintaining engagement over time. Stakeholders may lose interest or become disengaged. Regular communication and involvement help in keeping them engaged. Building and maintaining trust is also challenging. It requires consistent effort and transparency. Addressing concerns promptly and honestly helps in building trust. Overcoming these challenges is essential for successful stakeholder management. In summary, effective stakeholder management is fundamental and crucial for a successful implementation of the change initiatives and achieving the company goals and objectives, which allows to achieve the desired company vision. It involves identifying, mapping, and engaging stakeholders effectively. Building relationships and empowering stakeholders are key components of success. Celebrating milestones helps in maintaining motivation and recognizing achievements. Real-life examples observed and shared in episode 11 of the Change Management Simplified podcast show the positive impact of stakeholder management on projects. Pause 2. This is in addition to providing real examples when stakeholder management is underestimated or not prioritized, which unfortunately led to change resistance from the impacted stakeholder, delays and rework, which increased the cost of the project delivery. However, challenges need to be addressed with patience and strategic thinking. As you reflect on your own stakeholder engagement practices, consider the power of involving and empowering stakeholders. Embrace change and harness the collective strength of your stakeholders. Together, you can drive successful and sustainable change for the future.